air signs, this is Just with your June mid-month 2018 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So air signs, these messages are for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for the remainder of June. Now, if you would like a little bit more in-depth information on your particular sign, I'm leaving in the description box below a link to your exact sign and where you can get the rest of June for your sign down below. So check it out. Now, for you guys in the remainder of June, I do see money looks like it's going to be good for you. Those of you who make your own money or you work a job. It looks as though some of you've got to be very careful for the remainder of June, because whatever you have contractually agreed to, you are going to be held to make sure that you keep that promise, okay? To someone, a job, a company, a contract, whether it has anything to do with family, your children, whatever you agree to, you're going to have to stick to it. Some of you may be getting called out, or you're calling others out, and it's happening really quickly. Like before you can even think, it's like, wow, this person got called out, or they caught this person lying, cheating, and stealing. So again, be very careful that it's not you. Pay attention to others around you to ensure that you're not being swindled. It is going to be a bit of a challenge for either you or others to, get over on another person. So that's kind of a blessing, but it still needs to be said that you have to be careful. You may want to renege later on something that you agree upon. So know that the rest of this month, it will be very difficult for you to just kind of talk your way out of something, okay, without it becoming a bit problematic for you. Now, I do see coming into the third week, you guys are, this is what are we on? The third week, going into the third week? Yeah. I do see that you guys have come away from a situation that had you hung up. You kind of let some things go, and it was after taking some time to reflect. It took some time to yourself, and there was a huge decision that you needed to make, or something that was weighing heavy on you. You guys are over that, so that's good. And now some of you are focusing on family, you're focusing on business, you're focusing on a new job you may have, a prospective higher salary or higher promoted position is what I see here for some of you. Where some of you could have felt as though you were being rejected by someone, or someone wasn't giving you the offers. If offers were stagnant in the past, they're coming in now. And they're really good ones too. It's going to require some testing or an extensive background check, interview. It may be a couple of interviews that you have to take, but some of you will find that in this month of June, or definitely probably by the first 2 weeks of July, for others of you, that energy may be a bit behind if this does not resonate right now. And you'll find that maybe for you, it'll kick in at the end of June. That yes, you will get the job if you've been out looking for work. It seems like it could be something that could be quite favorable financially for a lot of you. And it's with a very stable, solid company. And some are coming back. So you may hear from positions that you put resumes out long ago, and now they're coming back. If you have felt as though people kind of put you on ice or rejected you in some kind of way, that's changing. For some of you singles as well, that's kind of changing. People are coming back out of the blue, wanting to make amends. I know that this hasn't been the easiest Mars transit for all the air signs, and I was seeing that butting of heads for some of you air signs. So this last 2 weeks is looking a little bit more favorable, or at least some of you need to be very careful, air signs, of how you are relating to people, because they really do want to make amends. Some people really do have your best interest at heart, but for some reason, some of you are feeling as though, and this may be going back to that part of me saying some people felt swindled, done wrong. Somebody may want to come back and try to work things out. It won't happen again without you, taking them through the ringer. Where have you been? You didn't do this, that sort of thing. So I do see, someone having to work themselves back into your life to some extent, or you having to do that to them. Last week of June, it looks like some of you, you're going to get the job. They're going to probably decide between you and another person. They'll decide on you, and it looks like it'll be very favorable. It looks to be that you're going to work with the opposite sex. And you may work on a partnership, a type of team with just two. But it's going to be a very good union. So some of you are leaving one position, and when you move on to this next one, you'll be completely happy. You'll be so happy where you're about to go. Others of you, if this is an existing job or workplace, there may be the energy just will feel better. Maybe some people were let go. Not everyone was let go, and who they replaced, the person that they let go, is going to be a better person for the team, for the department, for the company overall. So I do see energies lightening up for the latter part of June for those of you who are working in existing jobs. If you run your own business, you may find that you're on an upswing. Business is about to get really busy, or it is busy now. Where you had no opportunities or may have felt like a low period, that's picking up. I do feel like your customers, your clients will be very critical to some extent. You may be coming off to them that same way. So again, be very careful, because you guys do have that natural Mars trine. So some of you, your tolerance could be very low. So you need to be very careful with that and conscious of how you're conveying yourself to clients and customers. But overall, it looks very favorable as far as your own business. You may get last week of June a new customer, new client. Someone that you may develop a very long standing. You may have to let one client go, leave, a client leaves, they move to a different state, different location, but then you gain another one. And this one, it'll be actually better than the last customer that you have. So whatever you lose, it looks like you're going to gain, and it'll pretty much be a wash. Like, I don't see you losing money. It'll be more gains than anything. And you'll feel overall happier. Some of you are implementing a new area in your business, and therefore, it's going to work very, very well for you. You'll be very good at communicating this new thing that you're starting. So again, leaving one area of business, possibly putting it on hold or leaving it alone altogether, starting something new. This would be a great time for you guys to kind of put something out there. If you're, deciding to launch something, this would be a good time for you guys to launch things. But overall, I do see great energy for one-to-one relationships, be it partnerships, home life, family life, that sort of thing, but working as a partnership. Now, love. So let's get into love. Now, I do see that there may have been some hangups coming out of the second week, going now into this third week. You may have felt like someone did you wrong, or you did them wrong, but it kind of it's not completely over. Some of you may have been completely out of control with the way that you were talking or handling another person, and it could have gotten out of control. Some of you are definitely looking toward a family dynamic, or someone that you may have wanted to have a family with, someone that you feel is extremely established, and you can see building a life with this person. Now, it could be any sign here, excuse me, someone who is of just like the type of mentality where they do what's right. They're that type of person. They're the type of person that does what's right. Some of you air signs are wanting to do what is right. So there are going to be reconciliation for a lot of you out there, especially if you've had these tumultuous relationships going on recently, okay? Where you kind of had to come to an end with the situation, and through ruminating and time alone, you've come to a conclusion, either you or another person, that you want to work things out. It's not going to be easy. Whoever was the perpetrator, if you will, they're going to have to do a little bit more than just say, hey, I care about you, I miss you. Like, you guys are going to have to put in a little bit more work. I do see a walking away from something that did not serve you, and like immediately walking into something that makes you feel really happy, or you're going to make someone feel very happy, or them, you, because now they're back into your life, or, they're coming back in, or, someone could, if you're single, someone could very well have come out of a relationship and they're coming to you, and it's like instant happiness. Like, okay, that's over now, we're together, and it's like, pow, it's like immediate and instant, whomever this is. For those of you who are single, I do see something completely was going to be over, it not ending, and then this person expressing their feelings for you. Okay. And this is karmic, so for some of you, it really kind of has to happen. You're happy that the person's back. It's like, yeah, who cares about that? I'm just happy to have you back in my life again. I'm happy. It doesn't matter that you had someone and now you're single. Now you're completely single. Now you're completely mine. Because I get very clearly there's going to be a very distinct move from one person to the other. Or we weren't on good terms. Now we are, and all is truly forgiven, and you're kind of coming together, expressing how you feel last week of June, expressing how you feel. It not being completely clear, because you know how when you get back together, you have all those endorphins of like missing each other. And then, after that wears off, you start to feel like, well, I'm not clear, does this mean that we're back together? Does this mean that, things are going to work out between us? Like, what does this mean? And for some of you, it may be a moment in time. And for others of you, you will be working toward, strengthening your relationship. So that's what I have for you guys for the remainder of June. Again, if you want to get more specific in detail of how these things play out for you via your sign, look in the description box below, and that'll take you straight to the video. So that's what I have for you guys. If you would like to share with us how this oil resonates, we would love to hear from you. Do so in the comment section below. If you would like something personal with me, I can be reached in the beginning and end to this video. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, air signs.